Welcome back to the back nine of the Golf Club Goldegg. If you didn't watch part 1, the front nine, I will link it somewhere up here. Currently we are at 10 or 11 over, but I can promise golf is getting better on the back nine. But now we are here on the tee box of hole number 10. A par 4 playing around 312 meters, 340 yards. The last 100 meters are severe downhill, so it plays a little bit shorter. I decided to go with my 4-iron off the tee, aiming for the left tree and put a slight draw on it, but ball stayed straight, no real issue. After the tee ball, we were behind the tree we aimed for, a little bit in the second cut, had around 100 meters into the green. Flag was in the front portion, decided to go with my sandwich because it played downhill, and I was thinking long would be better than short, and put off quite a nice shot, landed pin high-ish, a little bit to the right side, but we opened up a birdie opportunity. Around 3 to 4 meters for our birdie, what are around 10 to 12 feet. Everything on the green slopes left to right, so we have a downhill putt, and hopefully we can 2-putt and start the back nine with an easy par. We are now onto the 11th tee box, hole 11, par 5, second par 5 of the course. Plays 420 meters, what are 460 yards. As you can see, hole 11 is a split fairway. You can go either left or right of the trees in the middle. I decided to go for the trees, and if it stays straight, it should kick right because there is a steep slope between the two fairways. And yeah, hit a quite solid drive. Turns out it moved a little bit to the right. What was fine, we hit the fairway and had around 170 meters into the green left. Didn't put the best strike onto this shot. Catch the ball thin, ending up 30 meters short of the green. But it's in par 5, we are chipping onto the green. I played a quite solid chip for me and have now the opportunity to putt for birdie.
Woo!
Now we are on hole 12, par 4 with 420 meters, what are 480 yards. It's quite straightforward. You can see the green from the tee box. Left isn't good because it's out of bounds, but you have the world to the right side.
Go down! Go down!
We got lucky and hit the tree, so it stayed in bounds, and we had around 125 meters onto the green. Going for my pitching wedge, it's a little bit of a funky lie, so if it jumps, it's fine. I pulled the shot a little bit, ending up right off the green. Decided to chip. Took my 56 degree and played a nice little chip shot. Really thought it had the chance to drop, but didn't. But easy par.
Oh.
Now we are on hole 13 at the Golf Club Goldegg. It's in par 5, second par 5 on the back 9. Plays 450 meters from the tee, what is just shy of 500 yards. I was aiming for the right tree because you have plenty of space on the right side, and I've learned my lesson from hole 12. Pulled off quite a nice drive, ending up just right off the fairway in a little bit of a slope. But with 150 meters left into the green, I decided to go for it with my 7-iron. Strike was a little bit fat, so we didn't manage to get onto in 2, but with a nice chip, everything should just work out fine. So we ending up just shy of the green, chipping on, this time a little bit thin, ball runs over the green onto the fringe. With 2 putts we should seal the deal. Now we are on hole 14, the first par 3 at the back 9, and it played with 125 meters, around 135 yards. And it's a perfect example that a par 3 doesn't have to be long to be difficult. I decided to play a full gap wedge because short looked better than long. I pulled it a little bit, so ending up on the right side of the green, but nearly pin high, so everything's fine. Ending up just a little bit right of the green was no real issue. Course was in good conditions, so I decided to putt, put a good stroke onto my putt, and ended up pin high, easy par, let's go. On to hole number 15. Hole number 15, another par 4, playing 310 meters or 340 yards, slightly uphill. The only problem lurking is water left, but I decided to go with my hybrid off the tee, and so left shouldn't be a problem. And as planned, we were ending up on the right side of the hole, a little bit in the second cut. Couldn't attack the pin because of an overhanging tree, as you can see, but I tried to manage to get a wedge around the tree. If it stays straight, it should be fine. If it turns, we are on the green. And yet, ball just straight, ending up front left of a little bit off the green. Easy chip, and we managed to pull one off, and now off to hole number 16. Now we are on the last par 3 of the day, hole number 16, playing 160 meters, so 175 yards. I aimed right off the green. Shots stayed quite straight, but a little bit unlucky, didn't kick at all because the course was a little bit soft. Now we are left with quite a tricky shot, so I decided to go for a chip. The plan was to land in front of the green in the fringe or maybe in the rough and let it trickle on because everything was sloping away. Chip was on the thin side and we rocketed over the green, but a little bit lucky, it stayed out of the hazard. Once again going long over the green, but this time we were able to putt, and now with 2 putts the hole is finally over. On our way to hole 17, it's a little walk from green 16 to hole 17, but again great views and I enjoyed the little hike. Hole 17, last par 5 of the day, playing 465 meters, what are 510 yards. I personally really like hole 17 and I think it's a great hole, nicely designed. It has an S shape and you have really to place your ball in the right spots instead of just bombing away. Playing a hybrid, push it a little bit to the left, but ended up just in play. Second shot, it's just a layup. I decided to go with my pitching wedge or 9-iron just to let me full swing into the green. And yeah, that's what we accomplished. With 140 meters left to the flag, I decided to go with a 7-iron. The ball was a little bit underneath my feet, so I tried to play a soft 7-iron, aim for the right side of the green, thinking of slight fade, and struck the ball too well. It turned left, but also long. Didn't find my ball around the green, so I had to drop. And now chipping for 5 and didn't drop. Chip was okay, green was sloping away from me. Now we got a multiple putt and we finally made a long one. And it's another really beautiful hole. I have to say the finishing holes 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 are really spectacular. I decided to go with my 6 or 5-iron off the tee, just putting the ball into play. I went with my gap wedge and put on it a quite solid strike, ending up just left of the pin, but nearly pin high, so it's okay. 2 parts and the round will be finished. And with making par on 18, we close out a 3 over on the back 9. So 14 over in total. It's okay and makes hope for the future.